Hello everyone. In this video, you will learn how to create a stylized wine barrel in Blender with only simple shapes and without wasting time. At the bottom right of the screen, you can see the keyboard shortcuts I use. Starting up with the stool, select the default cube, then press S and Shift Z to scale it down on all the axes except the Z axis. In front view, move it upwards by 1 unit. Then, in face selection mode, select the bottom face and scale it up to get a larger base. Next, add 3 loop cuts and select these 2 inner faces. Now, if you press I twice to insert each face, it is not uniform. So, first go back to object mode and apply the scale. Back to edit mode. When you select the faces and insert them, it's uniform. You can then select this edge and gently slide it, then select the other edge and repeat the exact same operation with Shift R. Repeat it again on the other edges to make sure the faces are identical. Back to object mode and top view. Move the object to a corner of the center where it could form a square. In edit mode, select all, then with the spin tool, click on the plus button once, then open the settings and reduce the steps to 4. After using the spin tool, make sure you check the face orientation. This red color indicates inverted faces, so select everything and press Shift N to correct that. You can then disable face orientation. To connect these pillars, select these 2 faces, then select Bridge Edge Loops. Repeat the same action by selecting the other faces and pressing Shift R. Do the same on the other sides as well. Next, still in edit mode, add a cube and move it upwards. Adjust its scale to fit on the front pillars, then add about 5 loop cuts. Move these middle edges downwards to create this curve, and select these 2 edge loops, then scale them to get more space. Before duplicating this to the other side, select these 2 faces and insert them. Now select this shape with L, duplicate and move to the other side. The inset faces should be facing each other, so make sure you rotate this part to 180 degrees, then adjust the position. Select these faces, then in Edge Options, select Bridge Edge Loops. Repeat this on the other side, and that's it for the stool which will carry the barrel. In Object Mode, add a cylinder and reduce the vertices to about 24. Adjust its position and rotation, then scale it up on the y-axis. Add about 5 loop cuts, select the middle edge loop and enable proportional editing, then scale it up. Adjust the barrel's position so that it sits on the stool. In edit mode, select these 2 edge loops, bevel them and extrude along normals. Next, select these 2 faces and insert them. Then, select each face and extrude inwards. The barrel is now complete, so let's move on to the next part. Now, for the top, add another cylinder while in object mode, scale it down, then adjust its rotation and position. In edit mode, select this face and insert it. Then extrude this face a little, extrude again and scale it up. Just trying to make this shape which closes the top. If the stool is too long, you can adjust the scale and move the barrel too. And now the modeling part is completely done. Before we texture this, we need to unwrap it. So head over to the UV editing window and let's start with the stool. Hide everything else with Shift H. In edit mode, select all, then press U and choose Smart UV to get the UVs done quickly. With UVs like this, you will need to texture everything. So what I will do instead is separate some parts. Select this edge loop and disconnect it by pressing V. Then do the same on the diagonal edge loop on the other side. Now, pressing L selects only this part, which is identical to this other part. Next, separate the top two so that you get these two identical parts. Now, you can select one part of each bottom and top, then unwrap only that. This gives you larger UVs to work with. And since the other side is identical, you can just duplicate the already unwrapped part. Select the two bottom parts and open this menu by pressing the button before number 1 on your keyboard. Then choose Cursor to select it. This will put the cursor at the center of the selected parts. Change the pivot point to 3D cursor, which is already at the center, then delete the part which was not unwrapped. Now, select the unwrapped part, duplicate and rotate to 180 degrees. For the top, select both parts, set the cursor to selected, and delete the part which was not unwrapped. Then duplicate the unwrapped part and rotate it to 180 degrees. Now, you can see that these parts have the exact same UVs, so that what you draw on one part reflects on the other part without being too repetitive. This makes the UVs larger for the whole object and gives some symmetry. Back to object mode, press Alt-H to unhide the other objects. Now let's unwrap the barrel. You can use Smart UV Project to unwrap quickly, but if you are not satisfied, you can add a few seams on the separating edges of the main parts. Select the edge loop separating the rings from the barrel and mark a seam. You can also select this bottom edge loop and mark a seam. Then press U and choose the normal unwrap. If you need these curves to be straight, you can use the free add-on UV squares to make them perfectly straight, then align the UVs as you wish, and even scale them to get more space. Back to object mode, unhide the other objects, and then unwrap the tab 2. You can use Smart UV Project to do that quickly. And that's it for the unwrapping process. In the next video, we will texture this by using a layer system in Blender, which gives you full control over your object's appearance. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.